One of the many great common experiences the three of us have is that we got to spend most of 2023 putting together what turned out to be Jimmy's last record, and he worked so hard on this record. And Jimmy Buffett didn't have to prove anything as a songwriter since about 1971. But he worked really hard, just because he wanted it to be good. He probably knew it was the last record before we would have known it, but we just knew he was working really hard. And you know, I don't have a lot of regrets, but I regret that he didn't get to tour and see the response to how good he did on this job. And I feel a little bit of responsibility to pass on how good some of these songs are, and we're going to play one now that's as good as anything he ever wrote. And I would like for you to put yourself in songwriter's shoes just for a second. Think about the fact that Jimmy was probably going through the hardest thing he ever went through in his life. And he wrote this beautiful, positive message, not just to remind him of how much to enjoy every day, but to leave us all with it. It works. It applies to pretty much anything. This is Bubbles Up. When this world starts a-reeling from that pressure drop feeling, we're just treading water these days. There's a way to feel better, be well set to weather the storm till the sun shines again. When your compass is spinning and you're lost on the way, like a leaf in the wind, friend, hear me when I say, bubbles up, they will point you toward home. And no matter how deep and how far you roam, they will show you the surface, the plot and the purpose. So when the journey gets long, just know that you are loved. There is light up above and joy, there's always enough. Bubbles up. To my friends who are jolly when melancholy knocks, sometimes they let her in to sit and share stories of flops and of glories. It ain't as bad as the best. Sometimes living's a struggle, it multiplies double, but we love it too much for the party to end, and we're not gonna let the party end, I'll tell you. Bubbles up, they will point you toward home, and no matter how deep and how far you roam, they will show you the surface, the plot and the purpose. So when the journey gets long, just know that you are loved. There is light up above and joy, there's always enough. Bubbles up. So let's pop a cork for the rough and the right, and the bright blazing day, the sweet starry night. Bubbles up, they will point you towards home, no matter how deep and how far you roam. They will show you the surface, the plot and the purpose. So when the journey gets long, just know that you are loved. There is light up above and joy, there's always enough. Bubbles up. Bubbles up. Bubbles up.